Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. I hope you're doing great. Welcome back. If you're brand new, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Thor. I'm a musician, guitarist. I live in London. I play guitar for people as a sideman, both on stage and in the studio. I write, record, and perform my own music, and I'm a teacher as well. Here on YouTube, I like to talk about music and guitar through the lens of my own experience. So, thanks for stopping by. It occurred to me that a while back I made a video about how I ruined this guitar, but I've never actually talked about its origin story. And I've had some people ask, and I thought I'd give you the quick backstory about this gorgeous, gorgeous guitar that I don't play enough, and intend to change that a bit. But real quick, if you're interested in lessons, please feel free to hit me up. I do one-on-one lessons here online. I'm currently booking for May and June of this year. But yeah, hit me up. I love teaching, and I've met a lot of great people through this platform. So, link in the description. Thank you. All right, quick backstory. A friend of mine reached out to me because he knew that I'd moved to the Hudson Valley of New York, which is right on the Massachusetts border. And he told me about a guitar builder called Trevor Healy. And so that was in the back of my mind. A few months later, I was hanging out at a friend's house, and I noticed a guitar case, so as you do, you open it, and you play it. And when I opened the case and I saw the green fuzz on the inside, and the body shape, I just assumed it was a Martin, like an OM of some sort. And so I just picked it up and played it, and some time went by because it was absolutely spectacular. One of the best, to this day, one of the best guitars I've ever played in my life. And I finally looked at the headstock and it said Healy. And so my mind was a bit blown. So I put the guitar back in its case. I opened Instagram and I saw that Trevor Healy was in the town that I was hanging out in. So I hit him up. I just said, hey, I would love to meet you. Just meet you. That's it. This guitar blows my mind, so I just want to meet the builder behind it. And he graciously invited me to his shop. And I proceeded to have a great hang with Trevor. Really, really nice guy. And he had a shop Healy. So this model's called a Healer. And so he had a Healer, solid body. I think it had Lawler P90s in it, and a stop tailpiece. And whoa, what a guitar. What an absolute beast of a guitar. It cleaned up beautifully. The thing with Trevor's guitars, pardon me, they play so in tune that it's a bit mind blowing. You know, as far as electric guitars go, I've been playing Telecasters for a long time, and I've been playing, I was playing my Django style guitar for forever, and acoustics, and things that have a lot of imperfections. And I never really had a guitar in my adult life that was so exact in its intonation, and it gets so in tune. At the moment, this needs a bit of a setup, but it almost sounds out of tune to me because it's so in tune, if you get what I mean. When you're used to things being a little off when they're on, it's sort of changes your world. So some time went on. I ended up actually moving to that town for a while, and Trevor was the guy I had to do any repair work I needed, because the guy is, there's certain luthiers that they develop this blend of art and science that's sort of difficult to describe. I've only known a few people like this where, of course there's science to this, right? Of course. I mean, you're dealing with math here to get this instrument, playable, and to make beautiful sound, and to get your action right. And, there's science to it, but there's also this crazy art to it. There's another amazing luthier in Westerly, Rhode Island, Zach Dustin, who is one of my oldest friends, and he's of the similar ilk where, I feel like if you just hand either one of them a guitar, they'll just they can somehow coax what it needs. With its simple, like I could take the screwdriver and it'll take me an hour to get something right, but they just like basically tap it. It's like a magic wand, and it blows my mind. And Trevor's like that. And so I ended up doing some demo videos for him while I was living in Massachusetts. And as time went on, I saved up some cash. I saved up some dough. This is right after I moved to Nashville. Ironically, I had just moved away from being down the street from him. And I moved to Nashville. I got a bit of dough scraped together, and I hit him up, and so we had a lovely, like, 2-hour phone call about all of the things that I love and all the things I wanted to try. And we came up with, I knew that whatever he made would be absolutely stellar because, again, he's a master. And I wanted something that had his expertise but was made of components that I was unfamiliar with, because I wanted to be outside of my comfort zone a bit. And in certain ways that has worked against me with this instrument. But in other ways it's been just stellar. So I wanted a pine body, mostly because I had never had a pine body before. Why not? Let's go with pine. I wanted Dynasonic pickups because I had never had them before. And so might as well go for something different. I wanted a jazz master style vibrato because, once again, I had never had it before. And so he ended up chambering the body. So this thing the whole thing weighs 6 pounds, top to tail. And it is a really comfortable 6 pounds. Sometimes it's even too light. And I've even thought about putting some sort of weight on the guitar. I haven't decided what yet. I used to have this really great old Ampeg amp decal that I actually found like in a parking lot or something. And something like that. Something cool and weighted that I can attach to here. I haven't decided what yet, though. But it has a descendant vibrato, which, between you and me, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, there's some issues with the descendant. There's some things about it I don't love. And I know that I am in the minority. But it can be a bit noisy. And even when I'm not using it, it's not happening right now. But it'll rattle a bit. And I don't care for that. And doesn't usually get picked up through the amplifier, but it bugs me. I hear it. It's a very resonant instrument, so I'm not sure if this mic will pick it up. This is unplugged. Because it's chambered. It's chambered pine. But aside from that, I've never had this style of vibrato before, and it is like butter. It's like, oh man, it's like a Bigsby's. It's like Bigsby wants to be this when it grows up, Outstanding. The pickups, I've never totally loved. It's not to say I don't like Dynasonics. I just got that beautiful blue telly with the Dynasonics in there. That thing sounds fantastic. I don't think the Dynasonics are right for this guitar. So I have... so the problem that I came across is that, and I knew this going into it, these are very old school Dynasonics that are mounted to the body, right? So they're screwed in. I don't know if you could see it. So, in order to fit new pickups into it, the wood has to be routed out. Now, maybe this makes me an idiot, or maybe it just makes me brave, but I don't really have an issue with taking a tool I have no business using to something that I own. So I bought basically a Dremel and routed out the pickup cavities. And I did it on tour, like a real smart guy. And I tried a whole bunch of different pickups. I put a P90 in here, which I really loved, actually. That might end up back in here. I tried a bunch of stuff, and I just got so frustrated with this guitar. Sort of, nothing was right. And I kept screwing up the wiring, and I kept screwing a lot of stuff up. So eventually, I just decided I'm gonna put this back to how it was. So I cut out some pieces of wood and glued them back in there and mounted the pickups back in. And so it's back to the way it was. And frankly, I think I just need to get over it and learn to love the sound of this guitar, because really it's great. And I've used it on a bunch of gigs thinking that I wouldn't enjoy it as much as my Telecaster. And now, mind you, I love my Telecaster, and there's a certain familiarity with that. So it almost usually wins out in a mental face-off. But this guitar is always good. The bridge pickup, Dynasonic bridge pickups, come on now. They're fantastic. It's just a great guitar. And I guess that's about it. Just kind of wanted to talk about it. It's got this great color on the back. As you can see, I'm not the most gentle with my instruments. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I've definitely, this guitar is officially mine. But I want to start using it more, because it's really, the playing experience of it on the hand is great. It's got, there's a little bit of size to the neck, but I wouldn't call it chunky whatsoever. And even if the action is high, it's just easy to play, and it's a lovely playing experience. Trevor was the first person I experienced like a proper treble bleed with, where my experience with treble bleeds were always, as you turn it down, there's too much treble passing through. And, as time's gone on, I've learned that there's different styles of treble bleed, but he really nailed it. I don't remember if I wired it back in when I reassembled everything. I probably did, but who knows? But it's a great guitar. If you're, looking for something akin to this, he's got other models as well. There's a Growler. I can't remember what else he's got, but he's an exquisite builder. And even just looking at his website, looking at the gallery of instruments, it's just worth the visit to the website for that alone. I believe the finish is some sort of water-based finish, so it ages a bit like nitro, but without the harsh, terrible chemicals that pollute the world. It's definitely beat up. I've definitely put it through its paces, and for which I'm a little bit sorry, but not that sorry, because it's mine. It's not going anywhere. What's cool about Dynasonics that I've discovered is that they have this, there's a clarity to them. I can do all the pretty stuff. If I play it correctly. But it also, it's got this, shoulder. Which doesn't do, it's not like a humbucker, or a humbucker is always ready to bloom in a certain way. This is more like imagine a football player who's also a ballerina, just has this girth and size, but is very delicate. So it's cool. It's been an interesting learning experience. Again, I think I'm probably going to replace the neck pickup at some point, just because we can't leave well enough alone, right? But anyway, Healy guitars. Go check them out. They're not cheap, Again, this was a very I treated myself to a Healy, but it's cool to support independent builders. I love that. I'm proud that, my vintage guitar is a guild. Yes, it is a name brand, but aside from that and my telly, everything else I have is basically small luthier, and I like that a lot. I have a Loudon, but that's a handmade thing. It still to me is in the category of uh, small builder, even though they're a big company. Anyway, I'm proud of that fact. I'm nothing against mass-produced stuff. I have no issue with that. I've been drooling for a Yamaha Revstar forever. But I don't know. There's something I like about knowing the first name of the person that built my guitar. Same with my Django guitar. Uh, anyway, that's about it. Hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon.